So, let me go back. Sorry I'm late. I was fixing something and it took longer than I thought, technology-wise, and I was in there fixing stuff and it gets away from me and I don't want to stop doing it, and it's a big problem. But I'm here now, and thanks for waiting. Appreciate it. Hi, Julie W. Hi, Deborah Vancouverton. Hi, Kevin Leonard. Hi, Larky. Hello, Margot. I put this on live chat. So, lots happened today, right? So, we have found out Quinton Simon's remains were found. Lelani Simon was arrested. Then we found out that the Murdaugh woman, Sarah Boone, is not competent right now, and in Idaho they don't have an insanity defense, so they send them to get competent in a mental health institution so they can be restored to competency, as they did with Lori Vallow, 2 times. So that's what's going on now. We'll touch on that. And then we have the Idaho students that were murdered. There's some more details about the 911 call that I'm going to go over, and besides what has happened. Hi, Mrs. Mick Jagger. I haven't seen you in a very long time. Good to see you. Liza. Everybody. So, let's see here. Everybody's doing okay. Your live button is back. That's good. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on here. So I have where did I just put that? The press release. Where did I just put you, Mr. Press Release? You should be right here. Okay. This is, I'm going to pull this over and this is a Chatham County Police Department news release. And it says the Chatham County Police Department has arrested 22-year-old Lelani Simon and charged her with malice, concealing the death of another person, false reporting, and making false statements in connection with the disappearance and death of her 20-month-old son, Quinton Simon. Lelani Simon was transported to the Chatham County Detention Center, where she is awaiting a bond hearing. On Friday, November 18th, 2022, law enforcement searches uncovered what they believed to be human remains at the waste management landfill site. This afternoon, tests at the FBI lab in Quantico, Virginia, provided preliminary confirmation that the remains are human remains. Further testing, including DNA evidence, is being conducted to confirm that the remains are, in fact, human, and whether the remains are Quinton's, but they're very certain they are. Lelani Simon reported that Quinton was missing from their home on October 5th of 2022. On October 12th, the Chatham County Police Department announced that Quinton was believed to be deceased, and his mother, Lelani, was the prime suspect. On October 18th, 2022, the Chatham County Police Department and FBI announced that evidence led them to believe that Quinton's remains were at the waste management landfill in Chatham County, and that's because they believed them to be in a certain dumpster and then to the landfill. Evidence led them to believe that Quinton's remains were at the waste management landfill in Chatham County, and a massive search began to try to locate them. During the landfill search, law enforcement officers meticulously combed through 1.2 million pounds of trash over a 30-day period. The working conditions were grueling and hazardous, and searchers knew that the chances of finding Quinton were low. Historically, the FBI says landfill searches are only successful 5% of the time. We saw a landfill search with Patrick Frazee and the mother of his child that was unsuccessful at the landfill. All right. Let's see here. During the what we got over here, the FBI's expertise was instrumental in solving this case and locating Quinton, said Chatham County Police Chief Jeff Hadley. They are the undisputed experts in missing child cases, and they were at every turn in our investigation. Their expertise, manpower, and resources are unmatched, and we are tremendously grateful for the FBI's assistance. The landfill search was such a massive operation. It was made possible by the efforts of many law enforcement agencies, in addition to the Chatham County Police Department and the FBI. The GBI, Chatham County Sheriff's Office, and Georgia Department of Natural Resources all provided law enforcement officers who assisted in the search process. The Savannah Public Department, Savannah Fire Department, Chatham... Hold on. Promise that's not a dramatic pause or anything. I'm just, at the end, and you have this coughing fits, and I don't want to just sit here and cough like crazy. Sorry. So, the GBI, Chatham County Sheriff's Office, the Georgia Department of Natural Resources all provided law enforcement officers who assisted in the search process. The Savannah Police Department, Savannah Fire Department, Chatham Emergency Services, Chatham Emergency Management Agency, and the Chatham County Occupational Safety all provided support services. We are indebted to the many law enforcement and public service agencies who assisted with this search, which was a crucial part of our investigation, said Hadley. Hadley went on to thank the civilian staff, sworn officers, and detectives who have worked tirelessly since Quinton was first reported missing. Every member of the Chatham County Police Department has been impacted by Quinton's case, he said. I'm proud of how our department performed under the tremendous strain that comes any time a child is missing. Our Criminal Investigations Division deserves special recognition. Their devotion to Quinton and to making sure this crime did not go unsolved is an example of police work at its finest. Our detectives worked tirelessly and were determined to follow every lead and uncover every piece of evidence in this case. Chief Hadley also thanked the many people in Chatham County and around the world who offered their support during the search for Quinton. I would like to thank the many people who showed their support for our department during this incredibly difficult and important investigation. We appreciate those who kept their faith in the system, kept their faith in us and our investigative process, and for those who waited patiently for the evidence we needed to make sure Quinton has every opportunity to receive the justice he deserves. And that, so we have to see about, now let me just check something on, get out of here, okay, her bond hearing and stuff, right? So let's see here. She was taken into custody and then she was transported to the Chatham County Detention Center while she awaits a bond hearing. And they say they do not anticipate, this is also from the Chatham County Police Department, they do not anticipate any other arrests in connection with this case. Okay, so it'll probably be tomorrow on the bond hearing. Let's see. All right, that we have. Okay, that's about it on that. Now let's go back to the Iowa students, because I have some other information about that. Okay. Let me just pull this up. So, did I just see this? Let's an image over here. Those are officers who are investigating the murders of the University of Idaho students at that apartment complex south of the campus. So here's the 911 call information that they put out there. The 911 call came from a phone of one of the two surviving roommates who were home at the time, according to the statement from the Moscow Police Department. Police say the surviving roommates called friends over to the house on November 13th because they believe one of their roommates had passed out. Now, how that would even be possible when all they have talked about, investigators, is the amount of blood in this crime and these murders, that it was almost seeping through the walls. How could a person that was stabbed that many times with blood, they just thought, that is so suspect right there, they thought they had passed out. Multiple people spoke with the dispatcher during the 911 call that was made at 11:58 a.m. to report an unconscious person. And then police found 4 people with multiple stab wounds. See, investigators have also ruled out a man wearing a white hoodie near Mojin and Goncalves at a food truck around 1:45 a.m. on the night of the killings. So you're seeing a lot about this, and I just saw it again on Twitter, that someone is talking about some man. But investigators are saying they've ruled that man out. And that police also don't believe that that boyfriend that was called multiple times between like 2:36 and 2:56, something along there, I'm remembering it, just it had anything to do with this, and nor does her family. And I mean, it's just a very strange case with, I just can't believe how there's not any more. It's crazy. So multiple people spoke to the dispatcher during that 911 call. There were friends called to the house. Why did they call all those friends to the house? Why did they wait so long? I don't know. It seems weird, right? Why would they have to call their friends before they called 911? Something is really up with that. It was like they were trying to have as contamination in the crime scene as possible, as much contamination. I don't know, I'm just saying, it just doesn't seem the regular course of events, I don't know what you guys think there. But, so we did that, we did Quinton. Let's take a look at what else is going on here. In headlines. Okay, the OnlyFans model, who has been having hearings before her trial for the murder of her boyfriend. She landed the fatal stab directly above a tattoo bearing her name And that's shown in these graphic case photos, that's where she plunged the knife into him. The crime scene was photographed by police in April following her boyfriend's death. One of the photos showed the wound that killed him located on the left side of his chest, slightly above a tattoo with the name Courtney written in cursive writing. Courtney, who was at the scene when police arrived, was wearing a sports bra, robe, no shoes, and NBA sweatpants that were drenched in her boyfriend's blood. And this is what she looked like when they found her at the scene. These are sweatpants. Police had been called to the couple's high-rise unit in the condominium complex on numerous occasions for domestic disputes. In one instance, Courtney can be heard saying that she wants a restraining order against Obumseli. 2 days after one of the visits is when Clenny allegedly stabbed Obumseli, the boyfriend, in the chest. The knife entered Kristen's chest in a downward angle, said the Miami-Dade State Attorney Catherine Fernandez-Rundle. The defense is arguing that Clenny feared for her life, and they say she was in a struggle for her life. She defended herself, and unfortunately he's deceased, but she defended herself with every ounce of energy she had left. That's defense attorney Frank Prieto. And he claimed that Mr. Obumseli was the abuser. The prosecutor argued that during their 2 years together, that Courtney Clenny abused the victim numerous times through various means, such as hitting him with a phone, stabbing him in the leg, spitting on him, slicing his lip with a knife. Courtney remains behind bars while the judge decides whether she'll be given bail. Prosecutors argue that she's a flight risk who made $3 million with OnlyFans and has the means to flee. $3 million with OnlyFans. Okay. Okay, so we have a little Alex Murdaugh. Alex Murdaugh's surviving son reportedly suggested he is not supporting his father, who's in jail and charged with killing his mother and brother last year. Buster Murdaugh, 25 years old, said, "I don't want to see it written anywhere that I'm supporting my father, Alex Murdaugh." He reportedly went on to say that nobody should presume anything regarding whether or not he supports his father. "I have no interest in saying anything. I have no comment." And he said this in an interview with the Daily Mail. He said before returning to the residence he shares with his girlfriend in Hilton Head, South Carolina. That's what he told them before he had it off there. Now, in June of 2021, Maggie and Paul Murdaugh, 52 and 22, were found fatally shot at the family's hunting lodge property in Carlton County, South Carolina. Alex is believed to have acted alone in the murders. Maggie was reportedly killed with a rifle, while a shotgun was used in Paul's slaying. Prosecutors have not revealed a motive in this case, but Alex was allegedly filmed driving away from the hunting lodge property at 9:06 p.m., an hour before he called 911 to report their deaths. Then months after their murders in September of 2021, Alex suffered superficial head wounds when he allegedly had a former client of his, Curtis Smith, who's 61, shoot him in the head so that Buster, this son that's giving this interview, would receive a $10 million insurance payout. A day before the shooting, Alex was forced out of his family, this botched plan of his, was forced out of his family law firm under allegations that he misappropriated funds. 2 days after that botched suicide, Alex announced that he was going to enter rehab for drugs, and shortly thereafter he was charged with insurance fraud in connection with the suicide for hire plot, and he was released on bail. October of 2021, Alex was rearrested upon leaving the rehabilitation center in Florida, and this time it was for allegedly stealing $4.3 million from the estate of his former housekeeper, who in fact suffered a tragic accident at their home. It was a fall and die, a fatal fall that happened, and in that case, he had promised her children a payout from the insurance, but that didn't go forth, and the housekeeper's children ended up suing. So his housekeeper was Gloria Satterfield, and Alex allegedly stole $4.3 million from that estate of the former housekeeper. He was accused of stealing the insurance payouts that were intended for her family. Authorities plan to now exhume her body amid ongoing investigation into the circumstances surrounding her death. Sounds a little bit like Daybellish, right? All these people dying with Lori and Chad. In June of this year, Alex and Smith were indicted for allegedly purchasing and distributing oxycodone in multiple counties. Alex then was charged in July with the murders of his wife and son, and days after he was formally disbarred by the South Carolina Supreme Court. In addition to the murder charges, that's not all. He's got 84 criminal counts for allegedly stealing money from a slew of clients and his former law firm. He remains jailed on $7 million bail. And that is the downfall there of a very prominent family from a very prominent law firm, that what it was, and we've got drugs, money, murder, all in play there. Maybe too much indulging of the children, who knows, but whatever it is, it's really quite a fall. And unbelievable. So let's see here. Now to a scammer. An Ohio mother is headed to prison after lying about her daughter's terminal illness and raking in cash from unsuspecting donors who contributed to a fraudulent GoFundMe page. Lindsay Abunel, 35 of Canton, Ohio, pled guilty Thursday to charges of child endangerment and theft. The guilty plea came after Lindsay created a GoFundMe page called Riley's Warriors to solicit donations for her then 11-year-old daughter, Riley. She claimed that her daughter's central nervous system was failing due to an incurable and unknown medical condition. A medical professional who reviewed Riley's medical records found no evidence to support Lindsay's claims. There is no evidence to support the mother's claim that Riley is terminally ill, the medical report read. Riley, due to her mother's claims, thought she was dying, and she went to a counselor for several years to process what she thought as an impending death. Nice, right? Nice, lovely. Riley ultimately caught the attention of two Stark County universities who held an event in late February where she threw the first pitch during an exhibition softball game. And during the event, Lindsay told the Canton Repository that her daughter had 2 months to live. On her bucket list, she said, she listed a college softball player as a top wish. In trying to get her as close as possible to that in her last remaining time she has, Walsh and Malone will play a scrimmage at the Hall of Fame Fitness Center A description for the event reads, after the event, several people contacted the Canton repository and questioned whether the victim was as sick as Lindsay alleged. Hold on a minute. Okay, and the people that questioned this said, well, the mother herself had alleged that she previously had a brain tumor herself. Lindsay told the news outlet that she was a victim of a smear campaign and the allegations were false, and she declined to show her daughter's medical records and claimed that doctors were unable to diagnose and treat the cause of her illness. The fraudulent GoFundMe page was shut down in 2021 after it had amassed $4,500. Essentially, this plea was a way to bring closure to the several parties involved in this case. This was also the best way to avoid the possibility of further traumatizing a child who has already been through so much. As part of the plea deal, Lindsay is to serve 4 to 6 years in prison in addition to restitution of $8,529.90. Oh boy. Okay, and then this, stop. Law enforcement officials who are investigating what happened at Club Q in the shootings on Sunday said that the suspect, Anderson Lee Aldrich, interaction with law enforcement are part of a broader investigation. Let's see so. Now, the suspect may have had previous run-ins with police, and there's Ring doorbell footage showing that during a 2021 bomb threat that led to the arrest of 22-year-old Anderson Lee Aldrich, whose name and age matched those suspected in Sunday's Club Q shooting, recording provided the owners of the house where Aldrich's mother lived at the time of the threat. A man appears to be live streaming the bomb threat while wearing body armor. So the El Paso County Sheriff's Office arrested a man with the same name and matching the age in June of 2021 in connection with that bomb threat that forced residents in a Lorson Ranch neighborhood in southeast Colorado Springs to evacuate from their homes for about 3 hours. No formal charges were pursued in the case, which has been sealed. The 4th Judicial District Attorney's Office said that Aldrich called an editor in August and asked that the story on the Gazette be removed since the case was dropped. There is absolutely nothing there. The case was dropped, and I'm asking you to either remove or update the story, said Aldrich in a voice message to the Gazette. The entire case was dismissed, he said. Officials on Sunday would not confirm that 22-year-old Aldrich is the same man that was arrested back in 2021. However, Howard Black, a spokesperson for the district attorney's office, said last year's incident will be part of the investigation of Saturday's mass shooting. The man's mother reported the bomb threat to law enforcement, saying her son had made threats with a homemade bomb, several weapons and ammunition, and she did not know where he was. Sheriff's deputies, like I said, okay, let me go back here. See if they have that.
So, honey,
What's that?
so if I do all this, you can send out the invoice.
Okay, Bowman said that, hold on one second. No, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. So this one, we went on this last time. I'll do it again. So Leslie Bowman was the owner of the house where the threat occurred, and she said that Aldrich's mother, Laura Vopel, was her tenant and roommate for a little over a year before that 2021 bomb incident. Bowman was out of the house when the threat was reported, and she said that Laura, the mother, messaged her to stay away because some people are looking for Andy. She's sending me those messages, and I read between the lines thinking the police are looking for him. Eventually, negotiators were able to get Aldrich to come out of the house, and deputies took him into custody. Eventually, negotiators got him. And then the sheriff's office said the man was accused of 2 counts of felony menacing and 3 counts of first-degree kidnapping. Bowman said that she had the mother move out within 2 days of the incident and that she never saw or heard from that mother again. But last month, on October 18th, police arrived at her address to perform a wellness check on Laura Vopel. Bowman said, but she did not know why. She said she was not contacted after the bomb threat by law enforcement and did not know of Laura or Aldrich's recent whereabouts. Bowman believed that Aldrich lived with his maternal grandparents, Pamela and Jonathan Pullen, in a nearby residence in a neighborhood at the time of the threat incident, and said that Aldrich would come to her house in the evenings to watch movies with Laura Vopel. He came across to me as not a very social person, Bowman said. Usually my conversations with him were, hi, Andy, bye, Andy. Bowman said she did remember one instance, and that instance occurred when she returned home from a long trip to a complaint from Laura Vopel regarding the maintenance issues in the bathroom. And when she told Laura and her son that she would address it and fix it in the morning, she said that Aldrich slammed the door in her face. And she said, I just chalked it up to typical teenage boy aggression and I just let it go. She said that was the only time she saw him behave aggressively like that. Now there is something from an anonymous source that said that Aldrich is the grandson of Randy Vopel, a representative for California's 71st Assembly District based in San Diego and Riverside counties. Vopel serves as the vice chair of the Military and Veterans Affairs, Aging and Long-Term Care and Public Employment and Retirement Committees. He lost this year when he ran for election in a newly drawn legislative district. Aldrich's mother alluded to her father's public service several times on her Facebook page, with one post saying, keep up the good work, Dad. You work hard to improve our lives, and a lot of us take notice. Randy Vopel was mayor of Santee, California, where the 2001 shooting at Santana High School occurred. Let's see here. Now, the earlier arrest raises questions, if it's true, about why Colorado's red flag law didn't come into play in Aldrich's case. The law, now into effect for nearly 19 months, is supposed to give law enforcement agencies and concerned family members a powerful tool to help prevent mass shootings. The state allows law enforcement officers or private citizens to petition a county court to confiscate firearms temporarily from people who pose an imminent threat to themselves or others. Okay, so Colorado Springs Police Department has filed 2 of the state's 348 red flag petitions since the law went into effect. This woman looks very familiar to me. This woman right here, very, very familiar to me. Louisiana police are searching for a 33-year-old woman who vanished from the Sulphur area last weekend and has not been heard from since. Stephanie Fong, 33, was last seen leaving Wagen Cajun in Sulphur around 5 a.m. on November 19th. She was last seen driving a white 2014 Toyota RAV4 with a Louisiana license plate of 342 DDV headed northbound on the Feglis Parkway. Oh, wait a second. her vehicle was found. Okay, so now here's an update. Sheriff Tony Mancuso would like to thank Chief Wool and the Sulphur Police Department with their assistance today in the recovery of a vehicle that belonged to Stephanie Fong. He would also like to thank Louisiana State Police for their assistance with traffic control during the investigation. According to Louisiana law, the law enforcement agency in the municipality where a crash occurred is required to be the investigating agency thereof. Family and friends are concerned for her well-being. Anyone with information on Fong's whereabouts should contact CPSO at 337-491-3605. So wait, let me go to see what they're saying now. So let's see. See what the people are saying. Praying for her safe return. This is beyond sad. She's known by so many in our community. Lord God, please aid all those who are actively searching for her and help us. She's safe and sad. They don't say if the vehicle continued traveling northbound. Is it possible the vehicle went off the roadway? There was water all over she could have driven into. So it's looking like that's sad. Hopefully she's found. Okay, let's go back to this. Alright. Let me just look at something else here. Okay, so the man that drove into those 25 police cadets allegedly fell asleep at the wheel, his lawyer says. What else? So the lawyer who represents a man who drove into several police cadets is alleging that her client fell asleep at the wheel. Nicholas Gutierrez was arrested and charged with attempted murder on peace officers with other charges pending. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office confirmed earlier this month. His lawyer, Alexandra Kazarian, shared more details about what led up to what she describes as a tragic accident. Kazarian told the media that Gutierrez, an electrical engineer, did not fall asleep any later than usual the evening before the crash. The morning of the incident, he woke up at 5 a.m. as he typically does and was driving to work when he ran into and injured 25 police cadets. The ones who were injured have since been released from the hospital. He's a good kid that fell asleep on his way to work early in the morning. She added that her client harbors absolutely no animosity towards law enforcement, pointing out to the news station that he comes from a family of officers. His father worked as a corrections officer before retiring. Gutierrez also has relatives who work for the Los Angeles Police Department and the California Highway Patrol. Okay, so out of the roughly 75 recruits who were on a run, 25 suffered injuries after the suspect drove his car into them at around 6:26 a.m. on November 16th. While it was dark outside during the time of the run, the sheriff's office had 2 patrol cars escorting the runners and road guards in reflective vests. Also ran outside the recruits, officials said. So, I don't know. Did he fall asleep? Okay. A Virginia man was arrested after allegedly shooting his ex and 3 children dead after a difficult day. She remained on the line with us as the intruder made entry, the Chesterfield County Police Department said of Joanna M. Cottle, who was shot dead on Friday morning along with her 3 children. The Virginia woman and her 3 children were fatally shot at their home in the early morning hours of Friday by the woman's former lover and the father of 2 of her children. Chesterfield County Police Department received a call from the victim herself, Joanna M. Cottle, who's 39 years old, at around 5 a.m. to report a suspicious person outside of her home when police heard shots fired over the phone. She remained on the line with us as the intruder made entry. There was gunfire and then silence, but our officers were on their way and immediately made entry. The suspect obviously was not there, but of course they found the 4 victims all deceased. In addition to Joanna, her children, Kaylin M. Parson, 13, and 4-year-old twins, Kinsey M. Cottle and Jason L. Cottle, were pronounced dead per police. Detectives later obtained an arrest warrant for Jonah L. Adams, 35, on 4 counts of first-degree murder. Adams, who is Kinsey's and Jason's father, was previously in a relationship with Joanna. He was apprehended by the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms agents near his home in Maryland, and authorities were able to put him in the area around 4 a.m. It is not immediately clear if he has legal representation. Although no direct motive was immediately clear, there were hints of a turbulent relationship between the co-parents, citing interviews with families and friends. There was a previous protective order involving the former couple, not in effect now. He also noted that there was a conflict over their 2 children, but he wasn't sure if it was just a custody dispute or a disagreement. According to Major Mike Louth, in a situation like that, where we have children that were involved, many of us are parents, and that's a difficult day. No way to minimize that one. It's a tough day for everyone involved. Okay, so let's see what else we have. I think that's it for the true crime right now. I think I'm going to stop that now. I'm going to do this. Okay. How could you prove you fell asleep? Well, I don't know, Deborah. I mean, it's going to also rely on what were his actions as he hit them, because you would be awake if you just kept going. I don't know. Okay. You're welcome, Deborah. All right. Hi, GB. How are you? Hi, LMNW. Hi, Rosalita Marie. Who else did I? Hi, Christina Ferrari. How's everybody doing? Oh, we got presents. See, we've got something good. Now, I want to make sure that, let me see here. Okay, so I just wanted to go over, because I don't know that, you know what, I can't. Because I already put them in the dishwasher. The mugs that Anonymous got me, the what's in the box one, that was the one that said you're awesome. And the other box, that was the Pac-Man one. Or, let me see. Do I have, yes. But there is one more present on that one from Anonymous. And it's this lamp light. So this is, and sometimes these things have little special meanings, right? So now Jimmy says that this turns on. Hold on, it's a little lamp light. So we had a Pac-Man mug, we had a You Are Awesome, You're Amazing, right, mug. And this says, I don't know, Jimmy said that this turns on. I don't know why he's saying. There is like a little LED in there. Jimmy?
Yes.
You said this light turns on?
What light?
This little light here.
Yes, it does. Let's see.
There is a battery on the bottom. I don't know if it has to. I have to. How?
Let me see.
Why do you think it turns on?
I know it does.
Why?
I see a little bulb LED in it. Yeah, so right here. Boom, look.
How did you get it to turn on?
Thing right there. See it?
Let me see.
Really cool. It's heavy too.
Oh, there's a little switch. So yes, it does. It turns on. Isn't that cute? So it's a little light. What could possibly be the meaning of the little light, right? What could possibly be the meaning of the little light, the Pac-Man mug, and the You're Awesome or Amazing mug? What could possibly be the meaning of that from Anonymous? And it's not a bad meaning, because Anonymous is a good person. They just don't want to be known to you. They're known to me. I know who Anonymous is. Okay. It's not me. But thank you, Anonymous. I like that. Now we have another present from somebody that's not anonymous. This is from Janae. She said, "This matches your tree, or you can sell it at our auction. Hope it reaches you by Christmas. Love, Janae." Thank you, Janae. I would not sell that at the auction, something that you bought from me. Do you know how many people say that to me? They give me stuff and they go, "You could sell that if you don't like it," or something. That is so cute, isn't it, Christina? Let's see. There's a oh, I got on my spin bike for the first time today. And, you know, I'm not feeling well, but I had to do it. I went through Italy, but then I got on there and I started, my head just got, it was crazy. I was on there, I think it was like 10 minutes, I was sweating, but I probably picked something a little intense to start off with, and my head started to feel like it was going to explode. And Jimmy's like, stop, you always do this. You're so, you don't ever give yourself time if you're sick or you recover. You're going to overdo it, and and it is the way I am. So I did pull myself off a little over 10 minutes. Because I didn't want to overdo it, but I was getting used to it, and it has a lot of neat things on it. To let my light shine. That's a good reason, Kevin. Could be to remind me of gaslighting people, right? That people who are trying to gaslight me. Not to. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is cute, Janae. It's a Mr. Christmas. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Janae. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, look, it's a, uh-oh, my camera turned off. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay, it's a little Christmas tree mug. And then it has the little top. But that's not all. Wait, there's more. There's also a Christmas tree spoon that has styrofoam on it to stir up your Christmas coffee. So this is really super cute. Look. And then you can just stir up your coffee. And once you get the styrofoam off, you have that. Very nice. Hey, Deidre. How are you? Hey, Deidre's here. Look at that, guys. Hi, Deidre, Realtor. How are you? I hope you have a very happy Thanksgiving, too. Thank you for stopping by. We've missed you. How have you been doing? Have you seen our new real estate game that we play, Deidre? You'd probably like that. You want to play a couple of rounds with us, Deidre? Before we sign off? It's really fun. We mainly look at old houses. Remember that house you told me to look at, Deidre, that was like a time capsule in that town of New York? Remember that? That was like a time capsule. You want to play around with us? A couple of rounds with us? You'll love it. Let me cue it up. I hope your mom's okay. All right, let me get this up here. Where was that town again, Deidre, that you had me look at that house? That was some house. I'd love to be able to pull up the pictures of that. I wonder if that ever sold. Did that ever sold, Deidre? Sell? Did it sell? Hopefully we have something new here. We have a couple of new things, I think. Okay, so let's look at this. This home is located in Armonk, Westchester County, New York. It's a private estate with a 7-bedroom home. I'm going to describe it for you. It's rare, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity on 12 plus park-like acres With unlimited possibilities, it's a 7-bedroom family home with multiple home offices, has a separate guest wing with multi-generational living. You can own a piece of history as you stroll through this ultra-private country home that's close to town and all the amenities. It's perfect for entertaining, large gatherings, family reunions, commuting for those who need an ample, quiet home office space. This unique property also has development potential. Key features include expansive home with 2 separate wings, the original home built in 1936 and a new wing built in 1991. There's a heated indoor 60-foot shoreline swimming pool, abundant windows, high ceilings, wood floors, 3 fireplaces, and a lovely screened-in porch. The outdoor space is exceptional, with meadows and sprawling lawns, specimen trees, cutting gardens, tennis courts, oversized shed, fish pond, balconies, and a stone terrace. Private, yet just 5 miles to downtown Armonk, 7 miles to northern White Plains, train 40 miles to New York City, and conveniently located to New York airports. It's in the Byram Hills schools. The house is very well maintained, and it's ready for cosmetic updates. Some photos have been virtually staged. Ooh, virtually staged. Okay. Let me pull this up. Okay, let's take a look. The greenhouse. Greenhouses have been a theme in what we've been going over. Greenhouses. There's the pool. Two dishwashers. Older versions. That's nice, with light, nice windows. This little space up here, that's cute. Hot tub. Built-in bookshelves, the window seat, nice. The second kitchen is a little Scandinavian, doesn't it? Nice home office here with a nice balcony. Screened in area. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if those are pavers, what that is on the deck. These garage doors look awfully small, don't they? They look very small. Don't look like they would be capable. The tennis court looks like it's just leaves. They look like the grass had grown over that. Beautiful grounds. So what do you think? What do you think the price on that is? Now what you do, Deirdre, you just put your price in there. Okay, let's see. You're hoping your mom can be home with us through the holidays. Oh, prayers, Deirdre. I hope she can too. I hope she can too. Her heart rate's been in the 30s. Oh no, Deirdre. We'll pray for your mother. You've been fighting a cold, so I've had to keep my distance. Yeah, so many people are sick now, Deidre, right? It's crazy. I hope you get better, and I hope that your mother is able to spend the holidays with you and that she's well. Prayers, Deidre.
To what?
So you're all wrong. You're all wrong. Okay. Here's the price. Remember, it was on 12 acres in a very desirable. Hi, Rosalita. You're all wrong. $3.5 million.
Ooh.
You're all way off on this one. Hello, Misbehave. How are you?
I misbehave.
Are you behaving? Probably not. Are you misbehave? Is that a play on misbehave, or do you behave well and you're misbehave? Well, you don't think that really? That's a very desirable area, property. I don't know. It's got two. I don't know. I think it's pretty nice. The pool, the tennis courts. Oh, that's pretty. I don't know. Deidre. Okay, let's see. We'll do another one. You're doing fine, Misbehave? Okay, that's good to hear. Let's go to another one. And there's multi-generational, living in there. Okay. How about we go to Lexington, Kentucky? Now, this neoclassical mansion is on 197 acres in Lexington, Kentucky. Neoclassical.
Reasonably priced out that way. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
Nicknamed the Fortress at $5,000 due to the unbelievable sturdy concrete construction of the main residence, this property is a special offering. It's surrounded by 197 plus or minus acres of the very best ground in central Kentucky. The 6-bedroom mansion is as beautiful as it is unique. It's built in 1938 using nearly all concrete construction for the infrastructure. The residence was built for strength, durability, and elegance, and the large formal dining room, the parlor, the study, the entry foyer, and the family dining room are all graced by 12-foot ceilings with intricate plaster medallions, with rugs to match the medallion designs. The fireplace is on the first floor, surrounded by French-style marble mantels rescued from the demolition of the former Green Hills mansion of Elmendorf Farm. On the second floor, after ascending the gorgeous circular staircase, you will find 6 large ensuite bedrooms with 10-foot ceilings, a true rarity for the construction period of the residence. Located just behind the wall landscaped yard is a huge brick hemp barn, 50 by 100, 2 additional tobacco barns, and some of the most beautiful land in Kentucky. But let's take a look at this. Okay. I'm excited to go see this house. Oh dear. So there's that carpeting with those medallions. I don't know how I feel about that in the entryway like that. Are they area rugs? That's quite interesting. Because they look like they pick up, but then they look like they're wall to wall there. Okay. That right there feels like kind of thing at Hershey Park when you go into this place where you have to meet with some people. But
I don't like that carpet.
This green, like it's all like green.
It's carpet.
Green. I remember my interior designer only once when I don't know, I wanted to do something. He goes, "You will be known as the House of Pink." I would never do that. And he flat out told me, because I said something like, because it was like the 90s when that mauve color was in all over. And I said something like, because I had the carpet, and I said, "What do you think about that?" I don't remember even what it was. He He just sits there and he goes like this. You know what that will be? You'll be known as the House of Pink. I will never put my name on that. And I said, okay, I appreciate it. I don't want to be known as the House of Pink. But this looks like this is known as the House of Green.
Yeah, it's a carpet. I want a carpet in the foyer.
But look at the walls also match that. Plus, all the way up the steps. And plus, this piece over here in the niche. Come on. And then,
I don't know what to say about all that carpet.
This is like hand-carved carpet to match the medallion. That's very interesting here. And then this also looks like this medallion in the ceiling probably, I bet you, matches something over here. Yeah, see? It's here on the rug. They're matching. That was probably like bucks back in the day there. There's something like this room doesn't bother me as much as looking out on that green. That green is terribly, it bothers me like crazy.
Oh my God, why there's so much carpet in this house? It's making me uncomfortable.
I know, but this green is making me really.
There's so much carpet.
I know, but they almost look like, because see, look at the hardwoods in between. And this one gives the appearance of an area rug, like this one right here, like you're just going to pick it up, and even, which would be great if it would just have the hardwoods underneath.
Why is it all different colors?
I know. Well, there was a rage at that time back sometime that every room would be a different color. Yeah, that was a rage.
Well, then that's okay with the carpet.
No, I mean the carpets would be different colors in every room too. When people did a lot of wall-to-wall carpeting, yeah. Okay, here you have, this looks like an area rug, so you can take that up. But it's also that green. And I mean, they look like very, very high-end rugs. They were probably all custom made, but it's just a little too much. Now, here's the staircase. That's nice. I mean, you could pull that carpeting off. I mean, this carpeting on the stairs definitely has to go.
Oh, yes.
And look at this skylight there. It's very nice.
Yeah,
are those telephones over there? Like, but this mirror looks too small for that area. And here they still have rug people, but yet no rugs in here. That's the first. And I just think they would have a better bed covering on here, wouldn't you? This looks like a sheet on there. It doesn't look that bad from that angle, but it looks really bad from the other angle. Okay, here's another area rug. The pink sink, the little dressing table. This is original. This is like 1950s, this floor, which I don't mind. You know, I don't mind the vintage tile if it's in good condition like that. I like the vintage tile.
I like it.
The floor, I do like the vintage tile on the floor. As long as it's in good condition, I do find an appeal to it. But I would change the sink and stuff.
I like that old sink. That's cute.
And this one, there's a fireplace. There's more carpeting. That's a floral. Like this stuff I could do without. But I do, the tile itself looks cute. On the floor. Just on the floor. Look at this little bench. And then there's a green sink in there. It kind of reminds me a little bit of The Shining right there. I don't know why. This is very claustrophobic for this house having such high ceilings. To pull the car underneath there like that, that looks scary. Lots of land. 3 barns. Almost 200 acres, guys, okay? Take those 200 acres into consideration. This hemp, is that the hemp barn, or what is that? Is that what is that? That, like, building right here, out back here.
I don't know. Will they show us?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, here's something. What is this? This must be whatever the hemp barn is, whatever that is.
Deidre, I'm an optimist.
Whoever was mowing this took a couple of turns.
It took on a mind of its own, that mower.
Yeah, and I guess that's one of the tobacco barns. Yeah.
Eee.
That barn siding, people buy that and side there, and that's very popular. They buy the old barn siding. Okay, so what do you guys think for that vast estate? Remember, it's on almost 200 acres. Okay, let's see what you put in on there. 2 million, 1 million. Sharon said it needs work. Deidre says that peach sink is just awful. I think it's
Well, I get it. Is she a realtor?
She is. She used to be Deirdre Realtor. How'd you know that?
She must, because I remember her.
Oh, okay. I know.
I remember her. I've been here for 30 months or something, right? Do they have your remember milestone chat? No. I have no idea.
So beautiful in the fall. In all of those areas. We used to go to the forest park in the fall.
Deidre's going to win.
3.2, 5 million. Okay. So here's you're very close, Deidre. 4,950,000.
Deidre won.
Deidre was the closest.
Deidre, girl, that's why she's a realtor. She knows what she's doing.
Right, but she was wrong on the first one. Sorry, Deidre.
She's gonna win. That would be cool if you could win that. I mean, we'd have to take the carpet out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. That's what we looked at there.
Ooh, but you're good though. She's a realtor, Allie, but.
Should we look at a fixer-upper and see if this is a new fixer-upper? Let's see. It's called the Craddock House. Well, we're going to see. Deirdre, fixer-upper. Okay.
Deirdre.
So this is an opportunity to own part of Lynchburg's history, from a foundation that was originally part of the Lynch family to a home built for the Craddocks. A grandiose chandelier from the Virginian Hotel once greeted guests and homeowners alike. The family who has owned it, okay, so it says, according to the Garland Hill Historic District's website, this is a combination. Hold on, there's a lot of stuff here, so let's see. Why don't we, I think, let's go take a look at this.
It's haunted. I like it.
Okay, this is in Lynchburg, Virginia. Let's go just take a look. There's a lot of this history of it, but I think we should just go take a look.
Let's go inside.
Make our own determinations. Okay. We go in here.
Door for you.
Okay.
Do they show it?
Okay, it's got some nice woodwork. The floors need to be refinished. It is a fixer-upper, folks. Fixer-upper.
It's gorgeous.
Little white table. So, I mean, so far, it's nice woodwork, and the floors needed to be refinished, but other than that, it's not looking that bad, right? You've got these leaded windows here. There's a chandelier here. Let's see what else. Here you've got the circular room again. It's got a wood stove.
I like it. It's cool. A lot of light, Carolyn. Look at the light the windows bring into the house.
There
it's
is.
gorgeous.
You've got some doors here. Wonderful. Built-in bookcases, which are very nice.
It would be nice if that was one big bay window.
Floors do need refinishing. The house is empty. You have to go in there with a floor sander and have at it. There's an outlet in the middle of the floor.
Deidre.
What did Deidre say? She doesn't like it already?
No, she said it needs a chip in Jonah Gaines.
Oh yeah, she's the one that showed us that time capsule house back in that part of New York.
Yeah. Good night, LMN.
Good night, Ellen. Man, you're not even going to wait to see what this house is?
I am good night. And I hope to see you again soon.
Good night. So you've got marble fireplace with like a herringbone brick.
Don't forget.
French doors.
I
Okay.
forgot.
This house isn't as much as a fixer-upper as I thought, right?
No, I like it. Look at that. Look at the light. Look at the view.
Kitchen has subway tile backsplash.
Marble fireplace.
I mean, the kitchen's doable now. You can make upgrades and stuff, but it's not that it's horrendous,
No, it's marble countertops.
right?
You
It's
could
got a
do
range.
the,
I mean, people like the higher-end houses to have the cooktop, the wall ovens, but that's all. It's still doable.
I-
Looks like they're
doable.
granite countertops, and it has this, they're not all the way up to the top, which is good. And something. This is a nice little cabinet back there, and then they have this little. This is a little bit strange, having the this little thing here, this little shelf, this granite shelf. It's a little weird with no cabinets or anything underneath it, but
fix that.
you could put some narrow cabinets under it, maybe. All right. And even the bathroom looks pretty updated with this nice subway tile here. You've got a granite undermounted sink. This bathroom looks updated. Look at the nice tile with the border. That's totally looks good. The niches and
The steps look good. I mean, there's like little things, but it's mostly cosmetic in my opinion.
not really seeing, besides the wood floors needing refinishing, not really seeing a whole heck of a lot. Now there's some original subway tile, but you could work with that. It's got the vintage floor there. It's a good cleaning. There's the upper deck. Now, so you're going up to another floor. This is the second floor.
I bet Scooter's lurking, Deidre. She asked where Scooter was. She's probably lurking or asleep.
Yeah,
either.
I spoke to her today. We had a long phone call. These,
Look at that thing in that picture on the top of the steps. It's weird. Go back to that picture where it shows the top of the steps. There was like something there.
Oh, yeah, it looks like a crack or something.
A crack in the wall.
I don't know. Maybe it's a shadow. Who knows? Let's see.
Oh, interesting.
This is interesting with the window, or then that sink. I'd have to get rid of that. That looks scary. That cabinet looks really scary. What is this supposed to be, like the laundry room? Okay. Oh, this tub, and the cracking. Okay, here's some fixer-upper stuff. Okay. But
Yeah.
not that bad. I mean, okay, so you got to retile that and get rid of that. That bathroom needs help, but there are other bathrooms that are nicely done. This needs some help here. This radiator and this fireplace tile and surround is. But again, that's not.
The only concern is the crack in the tile could be a crack in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it could mean a crack in the foundation too. You're just gonna make sure you look for that.
They have lots of gardens and lots of bathrooms. I mean, is that
A lot
same,
of
is that
lot-
the same bathroom, or is that a different bathroom? This one needs some help over here with this that they were spackling and stuff.
It just needs somebody to move in that loves it.
Something off there.
Look at the garden.
In one of those old tubs. Oh gosh, I think my mother used to have those towels with the blue roses. Okay, the roof needs some fixing. The exterior
I
needs some
mean,
landscaping.
Yeah, you could rip you could gut the bathroom and redo it, sure. But the house is definitely doable. The roof isn't horrible. Could
Okay,
be
so
worse.
what do you think the price of that house is in Lynchburg, Virginia? And I'll tell you the property size. The property size is 1.68 acres. 6 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, built in 1897. It's a Romanesque revival.
Ah.
Okay, the family who has owned it enjoyed the frequent visitors to the property, including foxes and deer, and the overall feel of the woods. The grounds are home to 4 walnut trees, 2 pecan trees, a garden with perennial organic blueberry bushes, strawberry plants, a Chinese ginkgo, and a Japanese maple. Even in its unique position close to downtown, this property has ample space between neighbors. There once were trails and garden terraces throughout the woods that are to be reclaimed again. The woods were a favorite spot for the lot children who used to enjoy swinging from the vines way off into the woods. The trails in back of the property lead all the way down to the Blackwater Creek Trail. There are 2 small parcels included in the sale that are on the other side of the trail from the property. The homeowners, see it for yourself what the homeowners saw, this historic lot. Wake up to a historic home that feels of being on the plantation in the woods. They love the birds singing, the views of the mountains, which can still be seen in some spots in the house and on barren winter days. At that time, you can also see the Rivermont Bridge through the trees, while in the springtime, through the fall, the trees provide a nice sound barrier from the city bustle. Okay. A fire in 1926 destroyed all of the interior golden walnut woodwork, which Craddock replaced with South American walnut that cost with a cost of some $35,000. The only original paneling remaining in the living area on the first floor is the oak on the vestibule. The original house before the fire consisted of the first front portion, which is constructed of brick and stone. It was built on an older foundation, very likely that of William Lynch Jr. house, which stood on this parcel of land. 2/3 of the frame addition at the rear were added in 1906. The porches and another room were added in 1914. Okay, I'm going to come in with the price now. I can't wait to see what you've put in there. Okay, did you guys put down your things? Let's see. Nicole said $350, Kevin Leonard said $450, Sharon said $390, Pitbull said, hi Pitbull, $500K. Deidre came in at $3 million. Misbehave came in at $800K. Deborah Vancouverdin came in at $600K. Heartmade Wise said $975. This is the correct price that I'm putting in right now. Does anybody like that home and think they would like to live in that home? You like it? Heartmade Wise likes it. Cole likes it. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Let me see if there's any other fixer-uppers that... Oh my gosh, did we? I don't think we looked at this one. Did we? Let me just make sure. Okay, here's a fixer-upper in Indiana, Kevin. Okay, and the, come on. The title of this is Save This Gorgeous House. It's in Wayne County, Indiana. Okay, and I'm going to try to get the listing here and make sure this is the correct listing. it is. Okay, and I'll tell you a little bit about it before we go inside. This property needs saving. It's a beautiful home with all the bells and whistles. The main floor has most, if not all, original fixtures. There is a hole in the roof that would need to be addressed immediately. The main floor is intact. Some damage on the second floor. The third floor is rough. Rumored to have been built by a Wayne County judge for his daughter in 1850. Lots and lots of TLC needed, but worth the effort. Act quick. This is priced to sell. Keep that in mind, people, okay? There's a teapot. Okay. There's sander in there, stat. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's the third floor, I guess. Oh boy. And they still have a ton of stuff up there. Some tables. Yikes. But look at this. Oh dear. And this is still. Look at this. Look at that little candle, and somebody was still trying to mop. A little candle in the window. Wind chime. What does that say? Okay. So what do you guys think that little fixer-upper is? Let me see. I'll tell you. It is 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2,894 square feet, built in 1850. It's a Greek Revival style. Okay, put your guesses in there. And let me know if anybody would undertake that. If you had the budget for that, would you undertake that? Let's see. Kevin says 120. Sharon says 192. Deidre says 50. I think you're closer than me to the real value, Sharon says. It's 69,900. Deborah Vancouverton says nope. She's not interested. Kevin Leonard says no. Deidre says she would if she had the budget and a demo crew. Miss Behave says yes, she would. Heart Maze Wise says it has lovely features. Not everyone is scared. Okay, let's see what else. We'll do one more before we call it a night. Let me try to find something good. We're gonna not go for a fixer-upper. We're gonna go for... Okay, so let's go to Augusta, Georgia, for a lovely white brick home with amazing gardens. Augusta, Georgia. Oops, hold on, I didn't, There we go. Phew. Okay, ready? Try to get this now. Sorry. I'll sneeze a bit again. Okay. Let me pull this up. Hold on, I'm sneezing now. I don't know. Okay. Very nice. I like the lighting. It looks like coming home. This is some. Oh, there it is. Nice. Nice. Outside entertainment area, right? String lights all over the place. Brick retaining walls. Nice curb appeal, nice quiet street. Okay. Nice ground size. Entrance, they got a squash here, which is interesting. And some pumpkins, okay. Come in, kind of looks like the home from Home Alone, like this. Up the steps. Nice details here.
You call me?
Well, no, I'm not. We're doing a show. And this is
I sent you a bunch of stuff.
interesting artwork there, huh?
Okay, huh?
Yes. But it looks very much like the homes that I grew up around. Like this, I don't know, this gives me like a very 70s feel when you go in the foyer and it just looks like, I don't know. Grand piano. Is there, I don't know what that artwork is. Interesting that this doesn't look like the most comfortable seating, like there's not a sofa. The artwork is very eclectic, isn't it? Look at this. Here's the kitchen. It doesn't look like there's a lot of space in between here and lots of space in here, but that might just be the picture. I'm not a big fan of glass door cabinets. And this is nice. Look at all the vintage stuff she has in there. This office area, nice. Oh, look at that. With all the books in there. Vintage looking kids' books. Toys. That's interesting. Interesting. Those steps, I feel like I've been in this house before. Down. Laundry room. Artwork going up the stairs. Wow, look at that artwork going up the stairs. That's just crazy. I wonder if one of them was an artist or something. That looks scary. Oh, that face. Nice bathroom with it. It's weird with that furniture in there like that. It looks like all the books. It is nice. It's cute. Oh, look, there's a picture of a bride. It looks like a picture of Barry Manilow, doesn't it? Little figures everywhere. Horses. The bathroom has that same tile as in that other house on the floor. It's interesting downstairs right there. Down some stairs. It's interesting. Oh, look, an old sewing machine. Look at that. And look at that quilt. Interesting. Looks like Jingle Bells Jacks. That's what they made for Jingle Bell Jacks. Those things, those circles. Oh, look at the stained glass on that door. That's cool. It's going up to the other level. Very cool. It's nice up there. Look at that. That looks like the way the entrance was in that Home Alone with the walls like that. That looks interesting. These walls were totally up. They came out. What is that? Interesting. Okay, there's the grounds. I like this house. It's cool. Nice if it had a pool. I think they have to be artists, these people, because there's so many different things here that just... Okay, so put your guesses in while I tell you that... Oops, hold on. Seldom does a property of this caliber located in one of Augusta's most prestigious brick streets come up for sale. This historic home was built by the notable Willis Irvin, features 5,100 square feet, 5 bedrooms, and a possible 6th bedroom in the 3rd floor walk-up attic space. 4 of the 5 bedrooms have ensuite bathrooms. Owner's bedroom suite has a fireplace, copper floored balcony with gorgeous backyard view and full his and her bathrooms, guys. The mother-in-law suite boasts a sitting area, copper-floored balcony and bathroom, an attractive fireplace invites you into the formal living room, while in the breakfast room, a cozy fireplace keeps you warm on cold winter mornings. Grand double doors connect the living room with the wet bar for more elegant entertainment space. Custom millwork throughout the house denotes quality. The house has plenty of closets and a 20 by 12 unfinished basement for more storage. Gorgeous landscape, front and rear, with multi-level brick terraces and walls that were featured in Georgia gardens with mature oaks, Japanese maples, azaleas, and more. Okay, so 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, 5,100 square feet, an acre and a quarter, built in 1938 federal style. What do you think the price tag on that is? That home. Okay, Misbehave says 1.5. 4 million says Deidre, 1.7. Well, Misbehave, you're a little bit over. You're $250,000 over, but I think you might have come the closest. Unless, yeah, I think you did. That's a nice house. You were way off, Deidre. Yeah, you got to get together, but that's our real estate game that we play now. But it was a fun with playing with everybody here tonight. I hope that I'll see you tomorrow. Everybody have a good night. Be well. And we'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to start a new Zoom before we leave. So let me, any members that want to, or Patreons that want to come to the Zoom, come on in the Zoom. Let me end this.
Deborah Van Couverton just wants everyone to know that she did say 1.2 million.
Oh, you did? I'm sorry, I missed that. Sorry. Then you are the closest, Deborah. Congratulations. Okay, don't get scared. We're going to start a new Zoom. Oh my goodness. Kevin, we're not leaving yet. I have to start the new Zoom review. It's coming straight for you. I don't know if this was a new one. So it said return to meeting, so I will have to do it again. I'll have to make sure it's a new meeting. We don't want any old meeting. We don't like any old meeting. Okay. Forget any old meeting. Julianne Gonzalez, if you're listening to me, I need your address for shipping, please. I don't know if you sent it to me, but I do need it. Okay, let me go to Slack. Where is Slack? Okay.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Over here. Put up
Am I the only person in here? Oh my god, why?
I know, why?
What the heck?
I know, everybody hates us.
What?
Just gonna be you and I tonight.
Well, it's okay.
It's alright.
They're missing out.
I know. We'll be telling a lot of secrets.
Yeah, so many secrets tonight.
Too bad, guys.
You're gonna miss out on all the secrets and the juicy gossip.
You've missed it all.
All of it. We know so much. We're
Okay.
gonna talk about it.
Misbehave, thanks for coming in. I hope you'll visit us again. And, oh, here.
We're
Oh, too late.
chilling. It's Sharon. Who else is in here?
Deborah.
Where is it? Deborah Vancouver. Sharon and Deborah. Oh wait, we're still live.
I know.
Forgot.
All right, misbehave. Nice to see you again, Deidre. And everybody, it's good to see you. We'll see you. Thank you to the moderators. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. God bless and prayers for all. See you.
Bye. Don't forget to hit the like.
Okay.